Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video on why ruin instant noodle when it is perfect the way it is. Today we're going to be making a pasta dish called carbonara, but again, using instant noodle instead. This is a very simple creamy pasta dish that can be easily made, but also easily ruined if not done properly. The ingredients that we'll be using to create this dish includes Parmesan cheese, 1 egg, pancetta, and olive oil. As simple as that. Alright, let's get started. Start off by grating around 100 grams of Parmigiano-Reggiano. Let's start boiling some water so that it will be ready when we need to cook the noodles. Next, let's grab a bowl so that we can crack the egg into it. Grab a fork or anything and let's whisk it and make sure that everything combines together. Next, let's cut around 200 grams of pancetta. If the pancetta is skin on, then let's remove it so that the meat doesn't become chewy when we cook it. Slice it up and let's cut it into bite-sized pieces so that it will be easier to cook and easier to eat too. Alright, now let's start cooking the pancetta. Grab a pan and add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Add the pancetta in and let's cook it until the fat renders out. Remember to keep the fat and the oil because we will need this to cook the noodles later on. Now that the water is boiling, let's add instant noodle and let's cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes. Alright, now to make the creamy sauce that comes in the carbonara, you're going to have to grab the beaten egg and mix up all the parmesan that you grated previously together. Now that we rendered the fat out from the pancetta, let's remove it from the heat. Grab everything together because this is going to be a delicate process. While the rendered fat from the pancetta is still hot, add the noodles into the pan and mix it well together. Make sure that all the noodles get coated with the rendered fat and the pancetta is mixed well together. As you can see, this noodle and pancetta mixture is still really hot, and we want to use this residual heat to cook the egg and parmesan mixture. Add the egg and parmesan mixture into the noodles and make sure you don't stop stirring and mixing. The reason that we're constantly moving this noodle is to make sure that the egg and parmesan mixture doesn't get cooked too far. If done correctly, you can see the egg parmesan mixture becomes a creamy kind of sauce that coats all the noodles. And there you have it, carbonara. Let's grab a plate and plate up the noodles. Make sure you transfer all the noodles to the plate first, and then you can layer the sauce on top afterwards. Clean up the plate a bit so that it's presentable and ready to eat. Add a few cracks of black pepper for taste and give it a good mix and you're ready to go. Carbonara is one of my favorite pasta dishes of all time because it is creamy, cheesy, and it has pancetta, which is bacon but to the next level. This dish definitely works with instant noodle because the noodle is able to absorb all the rendered fat from the pancetta, making it have a really meaty taste to it. Also, the creamy sauce coats every noodle, making every bite cheesy, creamy, and delicious. Thanks again for sticking with me, and I hope you enjoyed this dish if you give it a try. Let me know what you think will also work with instant noodle in the comments, and I hope to see you again next time.